and there's like 80 of them now. Yeah.
Those compilations are so much fun.
Oh, I know.
It's cool to see how they put things together. Like, great music. Like, you could just play that CD, any version, because they have them for different genres. You can just let that play, and that could be the party.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And this first one had Janet Jackson, Lenny Kravitz, Hanson, Spice Girls. It's just a great compilation. Fastballs on there. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Good old days. Oh, man. When music was good.
I hear that a couple of times a day.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me.
No. That's why I appreciate what you play, because a lot of it is really, really good. So, yeah. So let's talk about what happened this week. So we have to start with sad news. And it's really sad to me that every week I start with something sad. Last week it was Suzanne Summers. This week it's Richard Roundtree.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so the actor who played Shaft, and he was an activist. He did lots of other things. He passed away at age 81 after a short battle with pancreatic cancer, and it's a blessing that the battle was short, because I hear that is really, really painful. So, so rest in peace to Richard Roundtree, Shaft. He has his own theme song. I can hear it playing in my head.
I can too. Yep.
Yeah. Here's another trend that I've been seeing. This kind of is a follow-up to one of the stories from last week, too, with when I was talking about Jada Pinkett and her book and how she and Will have been separated for 7 years. We didn't know it. Well, Meryl Streep, the actress Meryl Streep, has revealed something similar, that she and her husband have been separated for 6 years. They've been married for 45.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so this week, Meryl Streep revealed that she and her husband have been separated for 6 years, but they've been married for 45 years. And I'm like, okay, why not just get a divorce? But then I kind of understand why you wouldn't. But yeah, I don't know. And I'm not judging, but wow, I'm like, wow, this is a new trend. So first Jada reveals it, then Meryl Streep reveals it. I'm like, who else?
Oh, there's going to be more. Just wait, and there's more.
Yeah, there has to be more. Like that. This must be a new way of living, or maybe it's not that new. Maybe people are just talking about it, and that's what's. I don't know. Moving on, the wax figure for The Rock was revealed at a Paris wax museum, and people are not happy. Have you seen the picture of this wax figure?
Yes.
Everybody's saying he looks like Mr. Clean.
He does. But I like Mr. Clean. I love The Rock. I was like, oh, why are people mad? I like it. I love The Rock.
Those wax figures are very tricky. But have you ever been to a wax museum?
No, because it freaks me out.
Really?
I don't know why. Yes. I don't know why. It's just strange. I'm like, oh, that's so weird.
Sometimes they look so real. I've been to a couple. I've been in D.C. and in New York, and I can't remember. I feel like I've been to like more than one, but maybe I've only been to two. I don't know. Anyway, I know when I saw Prince in the wax museum that I went to, that's how I realized we're the same height. I was like, oh my gosh.
Really?
Like, I never met Prince in person, but yeah, he was 5'2". So
I was gonna say, I thought he was 5'4", but he's 5'2". Okay.
Well, maybe he's 5'4". Maybe he was 5'4", but it felt very close. Okay, I'm 5'2". I felt like those 2 inches didn't make much of a difference.
That's all right.
yeah, maybe he's 5'4". That sounds more realistic. So anyway, I think wax figures are cool, and usually they're very good. And I don't know how they messed up The Rock. But even he complained about it. That's bad. That's when you know you've missed the mark.
Yeah, because he's always so positive. So
right.
I liked it. I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as much of a complainer. I heard people complaining about the polo shirt. If you haven't seen it, Google it.
Google it.
Just type in The Rock wax figure, Paris. I'm sure it'll come up. I'm sure it'll come up.
Well, it got my attention because I was scrolling through, because I leave all the entertainment news for you. Like, I'll mention some things throughout the week, and then I'll say, I'm like, oh, well, Kino will probably mention that on Friday. But I was scrolling through it. It made me stop and pause. Oh, all right. Okay.
Mr. Clean, yeah. I saw it and I did think of Mr. Clean. So I don't know. Final story, happy Halloween, because Tuesday is Halloween. Can you believe that?
I know. Isn't that crazy?
And then Wednesday will be November 1st. Like, we're headed for November. Like, we're this close. This year is almost over. So anyway, top Halloween costumes this year. As you can imagine, I wasn't surprised by this story. Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Britney Spears with knives. Those are the top costumes.
Really?
Yeah.
Which Britney Spears are they going to do? Which one? From Baby One More Time or Oops, I Did It Again? I don't know.
Yeah, you know she's been doing these videos.
Yes.
With the knives. Yeah. So that's where I'm like, oh, people are so creative. They're hilarious. So they'll pick up on anything. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, she posts that a lot on her Instagram. I've been following her for years, and yeah, I had to scroll past when she had the knives. I was like, oh, Brittany.
Yeah, she's crying out for help. Maybe we'll know why if we read this book that we both said we were going to get. So
it's in my Amazon cart.
Yeah, right. We've been talking about getting books all year. I said I was going to make a list of all the books that we said we were going to get, but I haven't done that either. So not only have I not gotten the books, I haven't even made the list of the books that I said I was going to get that I didn't get. Anyway, as usual, these stories and more are available on the website, hits1055.com. You're now in the know with Kino Jones.
Well, thank you so much, Kino. And we had talked earlier this week about John Stamos' book. We touched on it, and I was like,
yes.
I don't think I'm going to put that in my Amazon cart because I would rather hear about Uncle Joey because he was the inspiration for Alanis Morissette's You Gotta Know. So I'm like,
yes.
I don't care. I liked Uncle Jesse, but...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
but John Stamos is really like dropping like some hard stuff. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw an interview that he did, and I've always had a crush on him. I saw an interview that he did, and I was intrigued. Like, well, maybe I want this book too, but I stopped myself. Like, no, Kelly, you're Kino, you're not. You're not getting this book.
You're not going to get it. You're not going to put it on the list or the Amazon cart. So
no,
I'm not either.
I keep talking about it.
I'm not either. And watch Dave Coulier come out with one with a whole like chapter on the Alanis Morissette. I'm like, that one I'll read.
That's so funny. That would be great if you did.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I hope you have a good rest of your day and a good week, and we'll check in with you next week.
Thanks, you too.
All right.